This bit on duration and convexity is sponsored by Examinator Online, the platform to go to for SFC exam practice questions. Duration can be examined with numerical questions. This bit gives you the theoretical underpinnings to the measurements of duration and convexity and shows you how to perform the duration calculation that you are likely to see in the exam. Now, duration measures bond price sensitivity for a 1% change in yield, and these two are inversely related. That is, if yield goes up, bond price goes down. Yield goes down, bond price goes up. But by how much does the bond price move? Now, that's dependent on a number of factors that we'll consider in a moment. But if duration was 6, and there was a 1% change in yield, the bond price would move by 6%. But often in the questions that we see, the change in yield is a lot less than 1%. Now, we note here that modified duration, and that's the technical term that's used for duration. It is in the study guide, but in a question, they're more likely just to refer to duration, is similar to the gradient of the price yield graph. The diagram shows that D, the duration, and the gradient are very similar but not identical. Convexity allows for a price adjustment. Really, what does that mean? If we look at the tangent to the curve at the point where the yield currently is, if we move down to y minus, the yield falls to y minus, the bond price will go up to P minus, but the tangent to the curve only takes us to below P minus. So that's why we say it's approximate. And to adjust to get to the actual price that the bond will move to, we add a convexity factor. That's where convexity comes in. Now in the study notes, there is no numerical questions on convexity. So it's just the concept that you have to be aware of. So to get the exact bond price movement, we apply duration, but we also have to apply convexity. And convexity takes us from the tangent up to the curve. Will I be expected to reflect that in the exam? No, but it just really seals the fact that it's duration and convexity. So the formulae, for a percentage change, we take the D and minus D. Why minus? It reflects the inverse relationship. And we multiply by change in the yield. So if we're looking for the percentage change in the bond, if I go back to my example, minus D minus 6 multiplied by the 1% change, then the percentage change is minus 6. That is minus 6%. The yield goes up, the bond goes down. Now, if we want the dollar change, and that is likely what you will be asked for in the exam, we take minus D multiplied by the change in yield, but this time it must be in decimals. So a 1% change is 0.01, and we multiply by the price, and we're about to do a worked example, and we'll see how that operates. Now, there are three inputs to duration: maturity, yield, and coupon, 3 variables. The longer the time to maturity, the lower the yield of the bond, and the lower the coupon, they lead to higher duration. Be aware of those relationships. That has been examined. Or they can give you a question. They will give you 4 bonds and ask you which has the highest or lowest duration. And to a worked example, a 10-year bond has a modified duration of 6 years. Now, they can refer to it in time period 6 years or 6. The years is not a major issue, and is currently trading at 9,850. What will the bond price be if the yield decreases by 0.1%? We take the formula that we were introduced to a moment ago, minus D multiplied by the change in yield in decimal multiplied by price. That gives us minus 6. multiplied by minus 0.001. Because we have two minuses, they cancel out when we multiply and we go to plus. So the dollar change is going to be positive. That is, for a decrease in yield, a bond price will go up. Multiplied by 9,850 gives us $59.10. That is to say that the bond price will go from 9,850 up to 9,909.1. Now, if in a question they give you $4 values, maybe one, possibly two, are the wrong sign, so there would be negative dollar effects, they would be wrong. It has to be a positive dollar effect. So be prepared to do a duration calculation and be prepared to show that you're aware that both duration and convexity are factors that lead to a calculation of bond price movement when considering a change in yield. And as ever, remember to go to Examinator online to practice the exam questions.